Hello again. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dennis the Monk. My name is Dennis Vishakovsky. I was a monk for 34 years. And when I left being a religious, about 3 years later, one of the defining elements of my life is that I fell in love, which was, is, and continues to be one of the most extraordinary experiences of my life. But in that experience of being transformed by love and becoming engaged, the circumstances of my monastic life changed, but my relationship, my intimacy with God didn't. Even to my surprise, my relationship with God grew, and I understood that these values and principles that I have been experiencing throughout my life as a religious, as a monk, they're universal. They cross the barriers of culture and belief, and that's what I want to share with you today. I'm going to be talking about truth. When I think about truth, there's so many things that come into my mind, and before I do, I'm going to be referring back to the heart. Now, this could be another whole YouTube experience, but I just want to give you quickly. We have four intelligences. We have the intelligence of the mind. It has the ability to process, think, and experience. We also have the intelligence of the heart, that place of objective love, objective truth, the intelligence of the spirit and of the soul. I'm going to talk about particularly the intelligence of the heart. Just for a moment now, because again, this could be a whole nother video, but what's important about the heart is the place of objective love and objective truth, which we're going to be talking about today. The reason why I'm explaining this, and I will always refer back to the heart, because there are elements of truth and elements of love that are black and white. They enable us to perceive the world around us from a perspective of reality, while enabling us to filter out our emotions, our past experiences, so that we can be present in the moment where God is for us and interact with the world around us in the same way. So back to truth. This is exciting for me. So when you talk about truth, there's truth in religion, or in religions. Numerous religions talk about the value of truth. It's the foundation of just about everything when it comes to relationship with God, relationship with yourself, relationship with others, relationship with the world around us. Truth is fundamental relative to politics, although we don't often see it, but it's the backdrop. It's, we hear the truth and we hear something that could be the lie or fabrication, whatever you want to call it, but truth is foundational, and we review the whole world around us by the image of what is truth and then what is happening outside of that. So when it comes to truth, you also have truth in philosophy. Relative to philosophy, you would consider truth part of the experience of logic, reason, understanding. In philosophy, there's this gentleman called Moses Ben Maimonides from way back, and he developed the square of opposition, which is it's a logical progression of understanding truth. Done. Humility is discussed in politics, it's discussed in religion, it's discussed in spirituality, and humility, again, here's the big word, truth. Humility is being honest, truthful with yourself, with others, and with God. So, the reason why I brought up the experience of the heart is because when we are in the place of the heart, place of objective love and objective truth, there's no ego. When we come to truth in our mind, so ego is an acronym for a lot of things, including easing God out. Ego, easing God out. When we try to come to truth in our mind and not our heart, we are subject to our emotions, subject to our past. We're subject to past traumas, the good, bad, and the ugly. It's a mixture of experiences that we store up here And that mixture also has the ability to prevent us from understanding what really is truth. Because if we're looking at truth from an emotional perspective, it no longer has the full capacity to be objective. It's because it's influenced by experiences that we had in the past. What's next? Let me think quickly. What's an experience of truth in the mind? Well, here's one. Oftentimes, again, talking about truth, oftentimes we lie to ourselves. Now, I know in my past, I have a history where people lied about me. And there were people that I loved, and there were friends, and I would even consider them family. Well, over time, not only did I begin to believe their lies that were told about me, I started to create lies about myself. That was my ego. My ego, or our ego, tries to protect us. When we grow up, and as we begin to think and learn, the ego has this ability to try to make things easier for us so it's not as traumatic or whatever it is, but tries to make it easy. As we're growing up, perhaps it's helpful because we're learning how to understand the world around us. But as we get older, the ego has the ability to maintain that element of protection through lies. The ego, the mind, has the ability to hold on to how I was in my past and not who I am now, which is not being truthful. My mind also has the ability to cause me to pass judgment on myself and others. And the reality is, in the mind, if you really think about truth, when you move to the heart, the opposite of the ego, that experience no longer exists. This is why. When we go into the heart, that place of objective love, there's 13, 15 attributes of objective love. Love is kind, love is patient. In the Christian scripture, we have Corinthians 1:13. It has a list of those, and it's perfect. It's like an algorithm. You figure out what it is, you understand the elements, and then you can punch numbers into where do I fall in the continuum of each element. That enables us to understand what love really looks like, which again, that's a whole nother topic, but it's helping me here to talk about truth. The other side, so now in the heart, you have a pillar of strength called objective love. And you have the pillar of strength called objective truth. Now, this truth is not influenced by emotions. This truth is influenced by reason. And reason, objective reason, has the ability to push away those things, experiences, feelings that may not be true. But the fact is, it takes out everything that's not real, objective truth. So now when we allow ourselves to speak, to be, exist, communicate from our heart, the truth, the objective truth that's in our heart, it changes our experiences of ourselves, others, the world around us. What also happens, and this is really beautiful about this gift of truth, is as we begin to understand what is truth for us. For example, it's difficult for me to ask for help, but if I need help, that's truth. And if I know truth is something that's viable and I always have to embrace it, then it causes me to come out of my insecurities, that's afraid to ask for help, that is afraid of what people are going to think, or whatever it may be that's on my mind. But it distances me from that experience. And so I can accomplish what I need to accomplish. I need help. In that process, there's this adjustment, transformation, some people call it healing, where we find that we're learning how to be assertive. And being assertive is being humble, it's being honest with self, others, and a higher power, which I choose to call God, but it's particularly relationship to other people. Being assertive is interacting with people where there's a win-win situation. You're respecting yourself while respecting other people. And you're also accomplishing what needs to be accomplished. It's clear. So the value of truth is powerful. The value of truth has the ability to transform us, has the ability to heal us, has the ability, as we embrace it, to bring confidence, to develop confidence within us. Because no matter where we are, truth exists in every moment. And if I'm in a situation where I'm hurt, truth, or someone says something to me, and if it's a person that I'm intimate with or close to or as a friend, truth compels me to confront that situation. Truth compels me to say, what am I experiencing? And not from the ego saying I'm less than or better than. It's from my heart saying, this is something real that happened that was perhaps disrespectful of me. So I have to confront it because it's truth, and truth always needs to be confronted. I don't want to get you confused between, I get confused between truth when there's a need for privacy. I would get them confused because of who I am and my development. I need to be truthful all the time. If someone asks me something personal, I couldn't help but to be truthful because I didn't understand the value of my privacy. Everyone has the right to their privacy, and you don't need to tell everyone everything all the time that's about you, because you have that right, and it's part of your life that doesn't need to be exposed to everyone. Our lives are only exposed, that truth, that deeper truth within us is only exposed to those people whom we choose to call friends, who give and receive, who have the ability to challenge us, help us to grow, we challenge them. Those are the places and the people and experiences which we share. So I'm going to keep this short as I end and wrap this up. Thank you for watching me on my YouTube channel, Dennis the Monk. And two, I want to thank everyone for your comments, your recommendations. That's why I'm cutting this down instead of going to 45 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm going to cut it down to 15 or less. And I also want to say, please, if you want to learn more about me, you can check me out on website TheresianCarmelites.org. That's TheresianCarmelites. I don't know, I just messed that up. But anyways, .org. You can look up Dennis the Monk, and also do subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I gain more subscribers, I can move from being here in this one location to my iPhone, where I can take it all over the world and any place I go. So thank you for joining me. Hope you will come back next Sunday, same time, same channel at 11 o'clock. Thank you for joining me on Dennis the Monk and sharing with me and allow me to share with you the universal principles that govern the world, that govern miracles, that enable everything to happen in our lives that is beautiful, loving, and true. Have a great day.